Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Balance of Opinion Sports Podcast with your guy, KECG. What my new slogan is: accountability is kryptonite to those who don't want to be accountable. And my family,
Yo, it's your boy Da Vinci. Starve the ego, feed the soul. You don't know.
whoa. So today, let's start it out, man. You know what I mean? We're just a little something here. The NBA playoffs so far. So people, you know me already, man. I try to keep this as funky as possible. I work days, I work nights. I'm gone for 7 days. I'm back for 7. So if I get a good truck or I'm not too tired, especially I just came off of nights. So I wasn't able to watch any of these games live. I had to watch highlights. It irks me. I had to try to listen to some of the games, Da Vinci, and some of these trucks, the satellite is trashing them. So like, I'll hear like the first, we'll say it's the first quarter, the first like 5 minutes I pull up to a shovel to get loaded. I ain't got nothing for 10 minutes. I gotta like look up to see what the score is, and it makes it very hard to dissect these games. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough, brother. It is what it is.
But let us at least look at the standings, and yet again, you're gonna have to play along with me with some of this. So the 76ers in Boston,
Mm-hmm.
you know, uh, Tatum's not doing spectacular, but he's not doing bad. Brown is proven, he's been in that number one role for most of the season, and he can carry. Embiid, obviously, we talked about it on our last podcast, right? Injured, he's out, don't know what's going on with what. So the rest of the 76ers have to step up, get it popping. Seems like they were able to take one in Boston. I'm not too sure how to call this series, but if I was going to call it, I still think Boston's going to beat them.
Yeah. You know, when I looked at this series at the beginning, I had it a sweep for Boston.
Yeah?
Yeah, I thought Boston was going to get them out there early, but this just comes back to show us like, hey, playoff is a whole different world of basketball,
Oh, yeah.
right? So, and it's props to VG, Edgecombe, and Maxi.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
two young men are playing out of their minds, bro. So I think if the Sixers can come out and win the next game, this series is gonna get interesting for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about the Hawks and the Knicks.
Mm. Mm.
In my New York accent, dead ass, the Knicks is trash, son.
Mm.
They let me down.
This is
I don't know. And yet again, this isn't the poo-poo on Atlanta. I'm not going to poo-poo on Atlanta. Atlanta's got some young talent. They try to figure stuff out. They had a fire sale. They got rid of everything that they got at the beginning of the year that they thought was going to work. And by trade deadline, they cleared the decks. They got CJ McCollum. Congrats to him from getting out of Washington into a situation where they're actually trying to do something. So, yet again, no poo-pooing on the Hawks from me. Okay? I can only speak for myself. But I didn't expect the Knicks to go down 2-1. I thought the Knicks would be up 2-1. I never assumed that they would dust Atlanta, but I figured Atlanta would just be like a warm-up for them. You know what I mean? For the upcoming teams, going forward to kind of get them in the mode and figure themselves out. They down 2-1. And they play in the same style that I don't understand why they haven't got this yet. You can't run everything through Brunson. It has to be a whole team unit. You know what I'm saying? Because Cat, what's Cat doing? He gotta sit there and wait for Brunson to give him the ball. And that's if Brunson wants to give him the ball. Mikal Bridges, the same thing. You know what I mean? They need to figure a way to have a system, not like the Warriors. Nobody's going to have a Warrior system. But, a system where everybody's touching the ball, bro. Not all this ISO-ish. It's playoffs. Everybody's got
Yeah,
to
but
chip in.
what are you saying? What pretty much what you're saying? They don't have an identity as a team.
Well, they have an identity. ISO ball. They think they out here playing fucking and one.
Hey,
My
hey,
turn,
hey,
your
listen.
turn, his turn.
Yeah, go ahead, brother. Let me know when you're done. Let me know when you're done, because this one is
I'm done. I'm
juicy.
done. Go ahead. Sorry. I'm done.
All right, all right. As for, I agree with a lot you say, but I think once I found out the matchups, I actually, because my son is a Knicks fan, and yeah,
I
he's
feel
hurting
sorry
right
for him.
now. Yeah, yeah.
Shane,
But I
I'll
actually,
pray for you.
yeah, but I told him that when I saw the matchup, I said, I got Atlanta winning this series. Yeah, I do. I do have Atlanta winning this series. Uh, like you said, Atlanta got rid of some pieces, but Atlanta also made one of the best signing in off season when they got Alexander Walker, right?
SGA's cousin,
That
right?
kid, yeah, he has been balling out of his mind this entire series. He is one of the pivotal part of that team. Yes, then they pick up CJ, got a veteran guy who can score the ball. Then they got their I think their cornerstone franchise piece now is Jalen Johnson, right? He is walking triple double, Mister Do Everything, right? Then they got I think Okongu, stretch the floor, defense also rim protection. They have a team. The
You're
matchup
forgetting another
wise, they
piece, man. Say his name, bro. Kaminga. Say it. He's
yeah,
playing better.
and anyway, yeah, listen, yeah, you're right. He is actually trying to play defense now, which is good for him, right? That's a great thing for him, right? That's great. But like I was saying, is the matchup wise, and Atlanta knows who they are. They know what kind of team they are, and they play to that. You know, it's like they figure out who the Knicks are, and once you figure out who the team are, it's easy to beat them. And we're gonna get to that more and more in this playoff breakdown against other teams. So for me is, and you're right, you're 200% right. Jalen Brunson has the ball in his hand way too much. Absolutely. Brunson, right? He needs to come off screens. He needs to set screens. You know, he needs to go inside the paint, come back out. You know, somebody sets a screen for him. He needs to play off the ball. He has the ball way in his hand too much. Cat needs to step up. And Cat, I don't know what you're doing, but your size, your ability to play in the paint, your ability to stretch the floor. What am I seeing? Right? I think everybody is got to be accountable on the Knicks right now. The only person that I'm going to give a pass to on the Knicks is Josh Hart, because Josh Hart plays basketball. He does
I feel
every
you,
single
but
thing.
Da Vinci, when it comes to Cat, he gotta wait to get the ball. Like I don't. I watch some highlights. I'm gonna catch some games for this set I have off. You know, for my days off. But it feels like he's gotta wait for them to give him the ball. Like that, it doesn't seem like there's any design plays for Cat. It's just go out there and play ball. And Mike Brown, I'm telling you, buddy, if you thought that they roasted Thibodeau, buddy, they're going to like what I mean fricassee. You're gonna be looking like gumbo if you don't get the
Yeah,
Knicks out of the first round.
well, listen, guess what? The blame is going to, a lot of the blame is going to come on Mike Brown, but we got to be fair and be real here. A lot of the blame's got to come on some of these players too. Bridges, where the hell is Bridges? What is he doing? Him and Cat mainly. Where are these guys?
Yet again, Da Vinci, Brunson. When one person controls the ball so much, how are you supposed to get other people active? Like, Da
Yeah.
Vinci, let me ask you a question. Do you know one single set that they run consistently, even if it doesn't get
Uh,
them points? Just tell me one
yeah.
single set that they run other than ISO. Like they out here playing and one basketball.
That's what I'm gonna say. That's the play I'm gonna say. The ISO one, the Jalen Brunson up high, dribble, 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 and when he gets double, it's either a turnover or the shot clock, a rush shot to whoever he passed it to. That's the Knicks offense.
Ridiculous, man. Let's get off the Knicks though. Let's get into what I would consider, which is the Magic and Pistons. I
Okay.
feel like my personal opinion. Okay, this has nothing to do with Da Vinci people. Go ahead and roast me in the comments all you want. The Pistons and Magic feels like 90s basketball, and I love it. And I love it for two reasons.
Oh,
One, we're seeing a flip flop, which we shouldn't be seeing. Like, to be honest, Detroit should be smoking these guys. Should not be a problem. But because Orlando had all these injuries during the season and they never had their team fully together, and now they do, I I feel like the first game where they won, that was their coming out like, hey, we've got everybody here. Let's get to work. Let's get it done. The second game, you know, Pistons said we ain't going for that. Now it's a toss up. I feel like it's 90s basketball. There's a little bit more defense. You know, people aren't really getting, a lot of fouls called on them. They're letting them play a little bit. I don't know. What do you think, Da Vinci? Like I said, I had to watch highlights. So,
well, I agree
excuse me.
with you on like the '90s play style and physicality. I agree with you on that. The whole Orlando thing, nah. I think they're done. I think that was just, you know, that one game when it gets away from you sometimes, and
But Da
that's what
Vinci,
happens.
come on. They haven't had the whole team together almost the whole year. How could you build
Yeah,
any
that's true.
chemistry when this guy's injured, that
That's
guy's injured?
that's true, but that doesn't make it right that they're not gonna get mollywop, and that's the only game they're gonna win. That's
That's
it.
what you feel. You feel
That
that. So you're saying this is going to be a gentleman's sweep.
absolutely, that's the only game Orlando's gonna win. That's it. That's it. I mean, listen, Detroit went on like a 30 or 30 something to 5 run or something like that, which is crazy. I mean, like, Orlando didn't know what to do. Listen,
Yeah.
they got that first game. Good for them. If the other team gives you that one game, take it, right? That's what you're supposed to do. But I just think they're done. I don't think they have anyone to contain Cade, and the Pistons defense is just way too much for them. Paulo is having a very inconsistent here. It's like one game he's like, wow, next Mellow or something like that, and then but yeah. And like I said, the injury was a big part. To be fair to them, was a big part of their team because I actually had them as a high team in the East this year,
Mm-hmm.
but like so much injuries.
Yeah,
But
like
yeah,
they
they're
never
done.
played with a full set of people, right?
Yeah, yeah, but they're done. They're done.
Okay. Do you want to talk about the baby Raptors in Cleveland? I mean, for me,
Well, hey, your hometown Raptors. I mean, they took last game, which is good. Scotty came out. He balled out of his mind. RJ Barrett balled out of his mind. I think we needed that win. Hey, now if we win the next game, now it's a serious. Now it's a real serious.
I
Do
mean,
I think
James
the
Harden
Raptors
could
can beat?
disappear again.
Do I? Oh, that's gonna be the story of this pod sometimes too.
Because,
But
there's only so much Jonathan Mitchell can do. It's only so
yeah,
much.
and do you really think that the Cavs are that great of a defensive team? No.
But they can be if Harden decides to just play. I'm not asking him to be the claw. I'm not
Hmm.
asking him to be Draymond Green. I'm asking him not to be a freaking cone. Because they've got two big men defenders that could, you know what I mean? Clear some space for
Uh,
him. You feel me?
I mean, who's their best defender is Evan Mobley. I mean, after that, you're like, it is what it is. And then, because right now, the Raptors keep it close for a while, but I think the Raptors couldn't offensively get enough can help.
Mm,
Brandon Ingram is for the 3 games is nowhere to be found so far.
yeah.
And if he shows up and Brandon Ingram gives you 20 to 25, Scotty's giving you 30, RJ Barrett is going off, cool. Because what? The Raptors, they can play defense.
True.
That's for sure.
True.
Uh,
True. 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 True.
I think the
Okay.
next win by the Raptors should make it a serious.
Okay. I didn't want to talk about this one because after seeing what happened to Wemby and he's
Oof.
in concussion protocol, which is very rare in the NBA. Like it's rare. I've heard. Like I hear concussion. Why can't I speak? Sorry. I've heard concussion protocol in the NFL on a regular basis. Like every five
Yeah,
ten minutes, concussion
yeah,
protocol. You know what I mean?
yeah,
The
yeah. Facts,
NBA,
yeah.
but what I thought happened, honestly, when he fell, I didn't even think it was a concussion. I thought he broke his jaw or chipped a tooth in the back. I was like in pain. Then to find out that it's a concussion, I was like happy but still kind of sad because it's like he was about to go on a tear. Um, the series is gonna get drawn out. If he hadn't got injured, I personally would have believed that this would have been a sweep.
Sweep, absolutely. I agree with you 150% on that.
Now
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be a two, maybe three to four series because they gotta wait for Wemby to come back. I don't know if the rest of the team can step up and do what they're doing due to the Blazers now having a chance to do something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Having wind in their sails. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah. Listen, I can't disagree with you on that. I think that's unfortunately injury for Wemby, but thank God it wasn't nothing more serious. But I mean, that was a hand me down to the Blazers to see Wemby gonna be out maybe 3 games to 2 games, right? I
Minimum.
don't see him. Yeah, I don't see him playing the next game for sure. So and listen, the Blazers all season they've been a well coached team by Thiago Splitter. Um, they got an all star in their team. They got Drew Holiday. They got this boy, young boy, Scooter Henderson playing out of his mind.
Mm-hmm.
They got Jeremy Grant. They got pieces, and like we always say, identity. They know who they are. They're a gritty team. Their fan base is
Well, I mean,
one of the
their
rowdy.
their coach got tied up in some mob ties. I mean, they got to be gritty. He be sleeping with the fishes, man.
Uh, yeah. So if Portland can pull off the next game, it's going to be very interesting. Which I think they can. I think they can because hey, I mean Spurs, your number one guy going down, MVP candidate going down. I mean like that's you know you got to pick yourself up off that one, man.
Oh yeah.
So
Now the Timberwolves and the Nuggets. We got something we're gonna talk about later on that, but I'm not surprised. The Nuggets have been holding on by a thread the whole year. Something is
mm,
incredibly off with this team right now.
no,
Um,
no, no, don't fucking do that. No, don't give them that holding on. No, no, they were. You don't hold on by being the third team in the West, King. Sorry, I'm sorry. You not. We're not doing that shit. You're not going there. They're the third in the West, and you say hold on. No, bull crap. Cut it out. Retract. Come on. We're not doing
no,
that.
no. What I be holding on by a thread? What's their identity, bro? Joker? What's their identity? What are they known for? I mean, they're third place in the West, just like the Lakers are fourth or whatever, and Houston's fifth. But if you ask me, I know what the Timberwolves are. Can you tell me what the Nuggets are?
Um,
Can you give me one word that would describe the Nuggets?
um, the Nuggets are offensive juggernaut.
I guess you could say that. I just say the Nuggets are Joker.
They're offensive juggernaut. I mean, and we're gonna get to why they're the offensive juggernaut. You
Joker.
see, I say, well, yeah, and Murray too. So yeah, that's it.
Murray, when he can consistently do it, but if he can't
Uh,
consistently play at that level, it's Joker. Because the only consistent that you know about the Nuggets is Joker.
Murray had a very consistent year this year. It's the first time he's been an All Star. Very consistent. So you coming with that old hanging on by a thread? Nah, 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 nah. Nope.
You ain't buying it, huh? You ain't
Yeah.
jacking that? Pause.
No, we ain't jacking that because Murray's been an All-Star year, and this is probably one of his best years of his career. So no, 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 absolutely not.
Okay. Well, Minnesota's gonna beat them 4-2. Anthony Edwards
Right?
coming off that knee injury. He's playing like he's been playing all year. Heart dog. I
Not
don't
really.
see. Pardon me.
Not really. He is not playing well this playoffs. He's playing good, but he's not playing like the real Ant-Man we know.
Well, he's coming off an injury, knee injury.
Yeah, yeah,
He's
and that's what I'm
playing well
saying.
for
And
somebody coming off a knee injury. Because we're gonna
yeah,
talk about somebody
decent.
else here in the next second here that, like, do you know what I mean? Knee contusion, and
Yeah,
and it's more than just him. But anyways, no, I'm not saying he's playing fantastic. I'm just saying coming off of his knee injury, the way that it looked, the way it was perceived, he's doing his part. Not only as a player, but as a leader.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And
He's not running away from defensive assignments. He's playing defense.
and the reason why we can't really get into this serious too much right now is because of the next segment that's going to continue with this,
Yeah.
and that's why we got to keep it short. But yeah, don't
You know
worry.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add before we get to the next series?
Oh no, we're gonna add it on the whole other segment, so
Okay.
make sure you check
And
that
then
out.
now we got the last two, so we're just gonna put them together, okay? Lakers and Houston, Suns and Thunder. So let me just state this right now. Kevin Durant, I'm not gonna put it all on you. I'm gonna put it. You're gonna hold 25% of this blame. The rest goes to the organization that you decided to play for, who didn't want to get them a freaking point guard when CP3 was sitting out there, who didn't figure a way to have some form of sets for an offensive player that they acquired that they know is not not a playmaker. Kevin Durant is not a playmaker. Kevin Durant finishes games for you. Kevin Durant is your in case of emergency. Kevin Durant is the guy who nonchalantly will put up 25 and 6 25 6 and 6 on, over 55% shooting. He doesn't need the ball in his hands all the time. But from the highlights that I got to watch, I've never Udoka, please stop being an idiot. Stop. Please. I've never seen a team offensively struggle. These guys are just as bad as the Knicks. Just as bad as the Knicks. ISO? Kevin Durant's got two people on him, and you throw him the ball? You've got somebody open in the corner. You threw him the ball. What is this? What is this? Anyways, LeBron, congrats. You were out here doing the damn thing. You're exploiting the fact that Houston does not know what or who they are. You're buying your team time. You're giving time for Luka and AR to come back. I commend you. You're still not my GOAT. But I
Oh,
commend
come
you. You
on,
are one of the
bro.
greats.
Why you gotta go do that?
Because
Why
I was watching
you
First
just
Take
can't you
and
can't refuse to take a shot at the
I
man.
have
You
to
just have
because
to finish.
I see people like Stephen A. waffling. Oh, you know this is a great GOAT case for LeBron James. No, it's not, bro. No, it's not.
Okay, how, but you just can't win a series and then talk about like it makes you the GOAT. Like, okay, here's the thing is like I don't understand this obsession with everything LeBron does. People try to make it like the GOAT. Like it's but I don't even want to talk about that because
Yeah,
that's just
like I said, I threw
ridiculous,
that shot
man.
in suddenly just to end myself. Pause to end
Yeah,
my,
that's
my speech on that one. But go ahead.
okay. First of all, like you said, I agree with you. Organization, Udoka, uh, players on Houston. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what you guys are doing. I think they're two supposed to be two franchise players right now. Can't shoot, and I don't know how you have gonna have two people that's gonna be your franchise players that can't shoot,
Yeah.
right? Uh, Shengun is a cone, and Shengun is getting exposed.
Yeah.
What is this playoff series? Is this playoff NBA playoffs is a playoff of exposing the cones. That's what the theme of this playoff is. It's exposing all these cones, and good. I'm glad and I'm happy. I don't like cones. I don't want cones on my team. Here's the thing. Kevin Durant, as soon as he touches the ball, he gets double teamed. Right?
Yeah.
On that side, props to the Lakers, props to JJ Redick on creating that scheme because it's working. Right? Now, what does Houston need to do? Houston absolutely should take that scheme and run it right back at the Lakers. Run that right back at LeBron James. Don't let LeBron James get comfortable. Don't let LeBron James get in his groove,
Put
where he
him in
can
action.
felicitate,
Put him in
where he can
action.
felicitate. Yeah, double team him too. Get the ball out of his hand. Force the other guys on the Lakers to beat you. Like
But here's the
I'm
problem though, right? Da Vinci? LeBron James is a facilitator. So that's not gonna bother him as much. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because like I said, I watched the highlights. He was getting everybody involved. No matter double
because
team all you
because
want. You're leaving somebody
because
open.
nobody's playing defense on him, so he's in his groove. He's free to do whatever he wants.
And Marcus Smart, you ain't gonna do that again. You ain't gonna do that again. Listen, I give you all the claps and kudos. Yo, listen, my guy, this is your moment, and you are taking full advantage. But you ain't gonna get them same looks again. You ain't gonna get that same luck of the, you know what I mean? Again, you're not known for that. You're not J.R. Smith, okay?
Yeah, but I do have Houston winning the next game. I do have Houston winning the next game, and if they can figure out something to come up with a scheme, maybe they can pull two games off in a row, and that's gonna make it a very good series. Because here's the thing: is you just need to run LeBron James. You need to get that man tired, bro. You need to get him tired. And Houston has a bunch of guys that can play defense. Um, But it goes back to what you're saying is every time I see Jamari Smith, it's jump shot, jump shot, jump shot. You know, Kevin Durant's jump shot, jump shot, jump shot. Like Shengun, they know what you're gonna do as soon as you get the ball. You start at the free throw line, you spin, and you spin. That's it. They know what you're gonna do.
When
Like there's
Aiden's
nothing
not in the
else you
game,
do.
when
Yeah.
DeAndre Aiden's not in the game, Da Vinci, I don't understand why they're not attacking the hoop.
Even when what do you mean when he's not in the game? Even when it is in the game, you attack the hoop. What the hell is
No, listen.
Aiden's
All I'm
gonna do?
saying is, with the size of their players, the shortest player is like six what? Six,
Uh,
six,
I
seven.
think it's Reed. Reed. No, I think Reed is probably like 6'3", maybe 6'4".
When he's on the floor, but I'm saying they
Yeah,
run those big lineups. The smallest, the point guard, whoever, like 6'7", 6'8". Listen,
yeah,
DeAndre Aiden's not in there. You going at the rim every time.
yeah.
I'm not
And
saying DeAndre Aiden is going. It's like some mythical or magical defender. I'm just saying, without him being in there, the Lakers aren't that big. So
And that,
attack the rim.
you're right. You're right. They're not that big. And who the hell is your defensive stopper on the Lakers? Like, what
Marcus
are you
Smart,
talking
baby.
about? Like, okay, Marcus Smart is their best defender. He's not the same as he was, man, years back. Like, are you
Hey,
kidding me?
listen, he
You
made
give
Kevin Durant yet again, right? Like I said, I give Kevin Durant 25%. How the heck in the second half you only score 2 points? You let
because
Marcus
of the
Smart?
scheme. No, it's not just Marcus Smart. Yes, Marcus Smart deserves credit, but it's also the scheme that JJ Redick comes up with. As soon as Kevin Durant touches the ball, it's double. He has to kick it back out.
Da Vinci,
Soon as he
he don't
touches the
even touch
ball,
the ball and they doubling him. They daring them to
even
shoot.
better. Exactly, because nobody can shoot on that team. So if you can't shoot and you got to shoot with people in your face, attack the paint, attack the rim, free up Kevin Durant. That's what. So when everybody drives, what it's going to do? Everybody's going to clog the paint, try to play defense, and you kick it back out to your shooters, Reed or Durant.
Right?
And it's not just that. They're making boneheaded plays. How do you have a 3-on-1 and you got two people on left and right, and one people go shoot a 3-pointer?
I don't know, Da Vinci. I couldn't tell you.
That's why you're losing when you make plays like that in the playoffs.
Okay, enough of that. Let's get to OKC. I'll make it short and sweet. Suns, I'm happy you're there. Devin, you're trying your best, but it's over. Even with J Dub going out for a minute, it's over. I'm sorry. Y'all came over here. You guys are the sacrificial lambs for the championship. I'm sorry, Suns. You wasn't even supposed to be here. Okay? I'm done. Go ahead, sir.
Um, yeah. Booker, you know you're my guy, but yeah. Like the young kids would say, you're getting mollywopped. Uh, it's done. It's done. Hey man, it's those guys are a bunch of on OKC. It's like a bunch of teams, and the team is only fit with Wolverines and Honey Badgers. That's it.
Hey, listen,
That's it.
don't
There's
don't don't
nothing
get it
else.
twisted, man.
Huh?
Honey badgers and wolverines are the fiercest animals in the kingdom,
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm
but they
saying it,
small.
bro.
They
Huh?
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Eventually, you can't fight.
Or they don't back down. They fight everything, bro. They fight every damn thing. They don't bite off from lions, elephants, or nothing.
Yeah,
So, and that's how Oklahoma plays. They're clawing at you, they're reaching, they're doing everything.
physical.
And here's the thing is though, the NBA is so soft when a team does that, the whole league whines and cries and complains about it. I mean, why is Detroit so successful? Why Oklahoma so successful?
Because they play
Because they
defense.
play physical basketball, they play defense, right? And that's why. But the whole league, they just want to whine. It's not where, let's score 130 a game and play no defense.
Exactly. Let's get to the next joint. Let's get to the next joint.